So this Ruben fellow calls himself a Kingslayer, and he decides he's going to come after the Fraction. Ruben, I don't understand what your angle is here. You call yourself the real Kingslayer and that you're going to take down all these false individuals, but the thing is, there's nothing false about the Fraction, no. If you're coming after my pal Eeshaan, because he's labeled himself Kingslayer, and rightfully so, well, here's something else, a little extra sugar to go with the medicine. I am a Kingslayer. I've already put down one king. It has been my mission to put down kings ever since I joined the movie Trivia Face-Off.
HIllbilly, I see you want to send your little dog after me. That's fine. I'll put him down for you. He's crazy and he's a lunatic anyways, and he needs to be put down. HIllbilly, I see you want to send your little dog after me. That's fine. I'll put him down for you. He's crazy and he's a lunatic anyways, and he needs to be put down. The Fraction. Let me give you some insight on what this group is made of. HIllbilly, he's a hypocrite. He's a loser. He's surrounded himself with all these people just to make him feel superior and better.
Howdy folks, y'all know me, I'm the HIllbilly, and I'm here with part of my Fraction today, and we are so excited we finally get to shut up this Ruby kid. So I ain't gonna take up any of my main man Maniac's time. I'm gonna throw it right to him.
Maniac, he's a crazy lunatic. He doesn't deserve to be in a face-off. He deserves to be in an asylum. That's where he belongs. Then you have Smash Mouth Loudmouth. All he does is talk and talk and talk. And then we obviously have, you know, the poser, the wannabe, the fake, the pretender.
This is a pretty ruby. You see this ruby, Scribs? I promised this ruby as a peace offering to our friend Ruben Colon here, or the Kingslayer as he likes to call himself. But that can't be right. We already have a Kingslayer in our Fraction, our boy Eeshaan, who is busy with his honeymoon, and you know he doesn't have time to deal with all this.
I'm a true Kingslayer. I belong in this league, and I'm here to clean up the mess, get all these, like, people that think that they're above everybody else. We want to take all these people and send them out of this league where they belong.
I'm also a Kingslayer. I love taking down kings. So, if he wants to get to Eeshaan, he's gonna have to go through me.
What's up and welcome back, Face-Off fanatics. It is me. That's right. Put that smile back on your face, because today, manning the desk, it's Andrew the Elk, the most exciting man in Face-Off, and we've got one most exciting match for you. It's a Geektacular competition. We've got two great competitors coming in. One of them undefeated so far, the other sitting at 1-1. Ruben Colon versus Camire. Going to be a heck of a matchup. Joining me on the desk today, David the Spaniard Garcia.
Hey Elk, how are you doing? It's nice to see you. Well, not really, but hello, what is up?
Well, just here to bring joy to all the folks in Face Off out there who needed a little bit more of me. Looks like the elk is moving up in the world, folks. And yes, not always my favorite person, but I am glad to be here with you today, David Garcia, as we look on a heck of a geektacular matchup. This is a division we both have a soft spot for, and we've got two amazing competitors. What do you think about today's match?
Well, I have to say this is my first Geektacular match to call. I have wanted to do it for a long time, and I could not have stepped in a better match because they have beef. Ruben Colon is going after the Fraction, and the Fraction are going to fight with bite, are going to scratch, and they are sending their best geek player, in their own words, their best geek player to meet him. So if Ruben can go through him, the Fraction is going to have a hard time. So this is going to be a great one.
Yes, well, I know they are both amazing Geektacular competitors, very strong. They got a lot of knowledge out there. One of our competitors today, that's right, Ruben Colon, the winner of the Disney exhibition match showing.
Yep.
He's definitely got a broad range of knowledge. If he can carry it through here today and perform the same way, I think we're looking at a real knockdown, drag-out fight. Are you ready to get going on this one, David?
I absolutely am, so do the thing, elk.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, time for the face-off. Introducing first. He is the winner of the Disney exhibition match. He hails from Claremont, Florida, and he is known as the Sandwich Slayer, Ruben Colon.
Hey.
Well, Ruben, you look ready to go. How you feeling?
Feeling pretty good. Ready to take out Lunatic today.
All right, the Lunatic, as he says, let's bring in his opponent, being accompanied to the ring by his manager and faction mate, Hillbilly Scribbs. He has a record of 2-0, undefeated in the Geektacular division. This is a representative of Nashville, the great Mark the Maniac Camire.
Oh, look at that. He has a manager.
That's right, folks. Today, right here, right now, we're starting a little thing we're going to call the Fraction Gauntlet. This Ruby guy, he's got to go through all of us to get to our true Kingslayer, Eeshaan Bajpai. And he's going to start today by going up against my main man, the Maniac.
Now it's Maniac, not Lunatic. I don't know where you got that from.
All right.
Well, look at that. That's impressive. All right, David, we've got two competitors out there on the desk. We couldn't get the entire Fraction, but we do have some of their parts, and no, I will not stop making that joke. We've got two competitors with a very impressive history in competition and a challenge thrown down. Apparently, this is step number 1 on the road for Ruben. He's apparently got to go up against the entire Fraction. It's an interesting challenge, and it begins here today. Even more exciting for this match. How about it, David?
Yeah, let's get it going. This is going to be exciting.
And Hillbilly will be ready on the side. He may challenge for his competitor, of course. Let's get going. If you gentlemen are ready. Ruben, are you ready?
Born ready.
Ruben, having that same birth condition as many of our competitors here in the movie trivia face-off. Mark, how you feeling today? You ready to go?
Master always pays his debts, but a Maniac, here's the ruby I promised you. It's the only gift you'll receive today.
I guess that means he's ready.
I guess it does, and in honor of the Geektacular division, I'll say it belongs in a museum as we get things going into round number 1.
Alright guys, in round number 1 we are going to ask 10 questions to the field in multiple Geektacular categories. The competitors will have 15 seconds to write the best attempt of an answer in their whiteboards or whatever writing device they have with them. When the time is up, we will ask you to reveal your answer and verbalize it at the same time. Each correct answer will award you 1 point. If you guys are able to answer the 10 questions correctly, you will have a bonus question asked just to you. I will remind you guys, you have 3 JTE rules or repeats to use all throughout the match, and also 1 challenge. Do you guys understand the rules?
Oh, yeah.
I guess. Alright, so.
Let's do it, David. Let's get ready to face off.
Alright, so. Your first question in a category I really love, Wizarding World. In Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire, what does Crumb change into for the second task?
I imagine, David, that the answer on this one is not going to be a new pair of clothes.
It's technical for me. I think I heard second task in Goblet of Fire. You want to know what the second task of the Goblet of Fire is?
Okay, I will give you a technical repeat. In Goblet of Fire, what does Crumb change into for the second task?
Well, David, lots of answers you could go with here. A better person, a new pair of clothes.
I don't know about that better person thing. Alright.
5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Pens down.
And we go to the Maniac.
It was just his head, but I think you're looking for shark.
That is correct. And Ruben.
Shark.
Yes,
Yeah, shark.
that is correct.
All right, gentlemen, we're going to come back at you with your second question in a category that the Spaniard will continue to enjoy, while I will enjoy slightly less. Middle Earth is your category. Middle Earth.
Yeah, I do like those movies.
Erebor from The Hobbit, An Unexpected Journey, is known by what more common name?
You know, when I said I enjoyed those movies, I mean, this one is, I am not going to say enjoyable, but it's a movie.
Well, I mean, Erebor, once again, they're coming up with silly names in this. We got 4, 3, 2, 1, pens down.
Okay.
All right, let's go with Ruben.
I'm pretty sure I'm wrong. I put Lonely Mountain. I was going to write Kingdom of the Dwarves, but...
The Lonely Mountain is correct. And Mark.
Nope, did not, nope.
Well,
And Ruben jumps out to the lead.
First Blood. Always go with your gut. Okay. Next question comes in the category of MCU, a little franchise. In Avengers, who has one-on-one conversation with Loki right before the final battle?
These Avengers movies, pretty popular, I guess. They've made a bit of money.
I think so. I am not sure if they will be able to buy the X-Men, Fantastic Four, Avatar. I don't know.
We will see. 5, 4,
Can I
3,
get a repeat?
2,
Yeah,
the repeat.
that's the first repeat for Ruben. In the category of MCU, in the movie The Avengers, who has a one-on-one conversation with Loki right before the final battle in The Avengers?
After the wormhole opens up.
I am not sure I will enjoy a one-on-one conversation with Loki.
And 3, 2, 1. Pens down, gentlemen.
Okay, and we go to Maniac.
I'm assuming you meant before the
switched back.
wormhole opens up, because I got Tony Stark.
That is correct. And Ruben?
That's also what I had. I had Coulson, but then I'm like, wait, hold on. So
Yeah.
right before the war would be...
Yeah, Iron Man.
And for clarification for both of our competitors, the wording of the question as read by David did include the words before the final battle. So hopefully there is no more clarification needed on that one. Should be good, and you both got the point. Very well done, guys. All right, gentlemen, next category. Somehow, David, I think we've switched this time. It's Star Wars.
Yeah,
Nothing?
I will agree
Let's
with that.
start. Gentlemen, what are the rodent/bird hybrid-like creatures on Octo called in The Last Jedi?
Proud of you with that pronunciation, Elk. Proud of you.
Well, I may not like the movies as much as you, but I do strive for excellence in the field of hosting. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, pens down. Let's go to Ruben.
They're cute little porgs.
Porgs is the correct answer. And Mark.
I said something absurd.
And let me remind you, Elk, porgs are friends, not food.
You know, what always bothered me about that scene, David, just real quick, Chewie got all sad about the porgs. There were still 3 of them on that stick. What, did he go back in time to make himself feel better and not cook them?
Alright. In the category of Marvel movies, which member of Xavier's school does Logan order to protect the children while fleeing during the attack by William Stryker in X2, X-Men United?
Still a big fan of this particular film. Some people say it's got overrated, but I think it's still pretty darn good.
I think it has one of the best opening scenes of any superhero movie.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, pens down.
And Maniac.
Peter Rasputin or Colossus.
That is correct. And Ruben.
Colossus.
Yup. 4-3.
It's 5, right?
Yes, I apologize.
It is 5-3. You are correct. All right, so Ruben definitely taking it to his competition so far. Doesn't mean Mark can't catch up on a couple more questions still to go in this category, or this round, I apologize. Gentlemen, your next question is in the category of mixed bag, but it might sound a bit familiar to you because the question is, what game can Magneto and Xavier be seen playing together at the end of X-Men in the plastic prison?
Do you think a plastic prison will be able to retain you, Elk?
Well, plastic prison definitely couldn't hold back the elk. I mean, small compact cars get destroyed by elks every day. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, pens down. Feels like a bit of a gimme. I think you could have not said at the end of that movie and instead named a couple other X-Men movie, but we'll see if they've got it. Let's go to Ruben.
I put chess, and I did a horrible art drawing of the chess piece.
I agree, that's horrible, and...
And Mark.
Draw horribly, I just said chess.
Chess is correct, taking us to 6-4. 6-4.
Alright. Your next question comes in the category of another franchise that's not that beloved. DCEU, or Worlds of DC. Which famous museum does Diana work at in Wonder Woman?
Marred a bit by the third act, but amazing superhero film this one.
Know, I don't like seeing a mustache old man saying, "I will destroy you." Poor Professor Lupin.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, pens down.
And Mark.
I've been there, it's beautiful. The Louvre.
Yeah. And Ruben.
Louvre Museum.
Do you know
And
it's...
both spelled correctly, no JTs here.
Yeah, do you know that museum is pretty close to my country in terms of geography? Okay.
No, that is actually news to me, Spaniard, but it must be a nice trip you get to take. Are you going to go visit sometime soon?
I have seen it from the outside.
So have I. They're called pictures. Let's move on, gentlemen, to your next question. And finally, they got a category correct for the announcers on the desk. Gentlemen, your question's in the category of Star Trek. Star Trek. What is the subtitle of the 5th film in the Star Trek franchise, directed by William Shatner?
Ooh.
Not my favorite director from one of the Star Trek actors. Got to give it up to Frakes on this one.
Yeah.
You said the 5th, right?
The 5th film in the franchise. If you'd like some more alliteration, I will fondly... No, that's it. 3, 2, 1, pens down. Let's go to Ruben.
The Final Frontier.
That is correct. And Mark.
East 'em up, voyage home. God bless it.
Ooh, another miss for Mark. That could be very costly indeed.
And you know what, Elk? I don't know if you realized, but Ruben is 2 questions away from a perfect round. Okay.
See, this Ruben is why I warn people about the Spaniard. He's not to be trusted.
Don't swear, guys. Don't swear. Okay.
Sorry.
In the category of movie quotes, in what DC movie will you hear the quote, "You've got me, who's got you"?
Love these movie quotes categories. Really got to dig into your brain. Can you
Yes.
remember? Sometimes it's hard without the voices, too.
Yeah, that's why I try to keep like
2,
neutral tone.
1. Pens down.
Okay, and we go to Mark.
Superman.
We will
Superman.
take that, yes, and Ruben.
Superman 78.
Yeah, yes, we will take that as
That
well.
will be all acceptable, both indicating Superman, the movie.
Yeah,
Should do nice.
I think in the Schmodown they said that, but how much has it been since we have something the movie in the title?
That's actually a pretty good point, but I'm sure there's been something through the years. All right, gentlemen, and with that, and a correct answer, as the Spaniard pointed out, this is your final question in the round, and for Ruben, the possibility to get a bonus point just for him. Bonus question, see if he can get it. Gentlemen, your final question is in the world of DC. We're DC heavy on the end of the round here. And the question is, the United Underworld use a dehydrator as their main weapon in what DC movie?
I see both of them going to their whiteboards really fast.
Yes, they certainly were. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. And let's see if he got it. Ruben, what do you got?
Batman 66.
That is absolutely correct, and the perfect round for Ruben. He's going to get a bonus question. His opponent, let's double check in. Mark, did you have it?
Batman movie.
Oh. Well, the Batman franchise has proven a lot of things over the years. One of them is sometimes you just can't get rid of a bomb. Batman and Robin proved sometimes you just release a bomb in theaters. And now we've got a bonus question coming for Ruben. Ruben, for you, you don't have to write it down.
Your bonus question, as usual, I won't give you the category. The Triwizard Tournament features 2 Hogwarts champions, Harry Potter and who else?
Cedric Diggory.
Yep. I would have been disappointed considering he made it past the Harry Potter auditions. So.
Very, very impressive. He's got the 10 points. He's got the bonus question, and he's got a nice little lead built up. But round 2 is coming our way, and the wheel round. We all know how that one works. Just one bad spin could take you right on out of it.
Yes, I mean 7 points is nothing to be disappointed about in the first round. But Ruben just was spot on in this. He came to play today. He wants Eeshaan, so.
Absolutely. We've got HIllbilly over on the side. I'm sure he's Eeshaan, enjoy. We've got Ruben with that perfect first round, but anything still can happen. Let's take it over to round number 2.
Alright guys, for round 2, each competitor is going to get a spin of the wheel, and if they are not happy with what they landed on, they can have a mulligan unless they land on opponent's choice. Once they have selected a category, they will receive 5 questions, and the value of the question will be 2 points unless they opt to multiple choice, in which case they will go down, the value will go down to 1 point. I will remind the competitors, you guys can steal if your opponent misses his question. Ruben, you have used 1 JTE rule, and Mark, you have all intact, and you both have your challenge.
I have 2, don't I?
You have
That's
used.
correct.
I said you have used 1.
I think I only have 1. Sorry about that.
Nah, it's okay. So, do you guys understand the rules? Alright. So, Ruben, you are in the lead, 11-7. Do you want to spin first or defer to Mark?
I see who said it. What's the other random category? Are you allowed to tell me that?
The categories on the wheel for today are MCU, DCEU, Who Said It, Middle Earth, DC, Wizarding World, Star Wars, Weapons, Tech, Vehicles, and Magical Objects, Marvel, Star Trek, and, as always, Opponents and Spinner's Choice.
Alright, let's just get this over with. Let's spin it.
Alright.
All right, your first spin, Ruben, is in. Where it will land, we will see. And it looks like a category he's probably going to be happy with. The Wizarding World is your category, the Wizarding World.
So, asked me a week ago, I would say yes. I have not studied it in like 2-3 weeks though, and I'm nervous.
Well, who knows?
Well, I gotta take. There's a lot of categories I don't like, so I'm gonna take it.
Yeah, not surprising to be honest. So, I will give you your questions in the category of Wizarding World. Alright, Ruben. First question in the Wizarding World. Who was the substitute defense against the dark arts professor when Lupin was sick in Prisoner of Azkaban?
Professor Snape.
That is correct for 2 points. Second question. Who was the true master of the Elder Wand after Dumbledore's death?
So right after Dumbledore's death, it would technically be Draco Malfoy, if that's what you're looking for.
You will be technically correct. So,
Okay.
alright, your next question. What holiday was being celebrated when Quirrell let the troll in to distract everyone in the Sorcerer's Stone?
Halloween.
Another 2 big points for Ruben. He is rolling with this category.
And building up quite a nice lead for himself. He's gonna, if he doesn't miss a couple, Mark is gonna need a monster round 2.
Yep. Alright. Your next question. Which of Basilic's senses did Fawkes take away to help Harry in the Chamber of Secrets?
His eyesight.
That is correct.
Really knows his Wizarding World, but can he answer this? What kind of pranks do Wizarding children play on substitute teachers? I don't want to know.
Probably blowing up fireworks in their classroom.
Okay, your last question in the Wizarding World category. Who was the only known master of the Sorcerer's Stone in Harry Potter?
Nicholas Flamel.
And for all. Correct for the perfect round 2.
Incredibly impressive, leaving him at 21 points, or, as it's also known, the maximum amount of points.
Yep. Alright, so El, yeah, that's Mark cannot afford to get a steal.
Mark is definitely going to want to get a strong category here as we get things going for him. Of course, the question is, will the wheel be as good to him as it was to his opponent? Mark, are you ready?
Spin.
Let's do this. Your spin is in. Your spin is in. And for your first spin, the resulting category is going to be... Oh, looks like a respin landed on Wizarding World. Let's go ahead and get that respawn real quick. Sometimes the wheel just has a mind of its own, and sometimes it doesn't want to change.
Yep.
Here we go. Oh, this could be a toughie category in my opinion. Who Said It is the category of spun, Mark. Who said it?
I usually do fairly well, but the nature of things, I'm gonna have to go ahead and spin it again.
All right.
Oh, very nice. He's looking for, I'm assuming, a strong category for him. Don't know exactly what he wants, but will this be it? Oh, and it looks like it is going to be it. Spinner's choice, Mark Camire.
All right. So now he has the chance to make some ground. No, like the other way. I don't know English. Mark, what do you want?
Let's see how it goes with the MCU.
Be your category MCU for Mark. All right, so you're in a good position to make up some ground because the Spaniard actually did have that one right. I am shocked and amazed. But you're going to have to go pretty strong in this, your chosen category. Mark, MCU, let's get those questions. All right, Mark, I have your MCU questions here. Question number 1 in the category of MCU. In the film, The Incredible Hulk, at what university does Betty Ross teach?
Wow.
This is a Marvel movie, the MCU movie. A lot of people probably don't have a lot of knowledge about.
Yeah, it's not sad. It's not that bad, but
I believe it's Columbia University.
All right, he answers Columbia University, and unfortunately that is incorrect, which means Ruben, you have a chance to steal for 2 points. The question again. Can you repeat for me, please? Culver University is absolutely correct. 2 more points for Ruben. A 2-point steal, not what you want to see to start off this round. But Mark, you still got 4 more questions, 8 more potential points to put on the board. Let's see what you can do with this next one. Which MCU film has the tagline, "The impossibilities are endless"?
These MCU questions are tough.
Yes, indeed. And 5, 4. Doctor Strange is his answer. Let's give him 2 points.
Yep.
That's the direction he wants to be going, and Doctor Strange is correct. I don't think I remember taglines like I used to when I was a kid. Always knew them back then, but now they don't seem to resonate quite the same way.
Yeah, not really.
All right, question number 3 for you, Mark. By what nickname does Scott Lang refer to his daughter, Cassie? Peanut is correct. No time on the clock. 2 more points. Got that question correct. That is 2 more big points, and it takes him to 11. But the fight is not over. He's staring up at a mountain, Ruben, with 23 points at the current moment. So you're going to have to do very well on both of these next 2 questions as well. Mark, no pressure on you. Your penultimate question in this round. What food does Scott ask for after shrinking back down from being giant in Captain America: Civil War?
He says, "Does anyone have any orange slices?"
Call back to the movie. 2 more points on the board, taking you to 13 to 23, which means you're still really going to want to get a point on this, not to allow the steal, and to make sure you're within that 10-point range. If you give it over to Ruben, it could all be over. Let's make it easy on him, Mark, and just get it right out of the gate. Your final question. Bruce hides in what Canadian province at the end of The Incredible Hulk? Finally, a Canadian question, Spaniard. You know how thrilled I am about this.
Yeah, I know. Have you been here?
I'm just trying to insinuate myself into all parts of the production. We've got 5, 4, 3.
Is it the British Columbia?
It is, in fact, British Columbia.
Nice.
I almost want to take the point away for him saying the, but I will let that one go. All right, that is 2 more points. That means we've got 15 to 23 coming out of round number 2. Admirable fight from Mark, but still,
Yeah.
Ruben going so incredibly through this whole match and giving up that 2-point steal. It's going to be an uphill battle as we take it into round number 3. Let's get it going.
Alright, in round 3, each competitor is going to give us 3 numbers that correspond to 3 random Geektacular categories. They will receive 3 questions. The first one will have a value of 2 points, the second one of 3 points, and the third one of 5 points. There is no stealing and no penalty for missing in this round. Ruben, you have used 1 JTE rule, and Mark, you have them all intact. Do you guys understand the rules?
Yes.
Alright, so Ruben, you are in the lead 23 to 15. Why don't you give us your 3 numbers first?
Okay, I'm gonna go with 14, 3, 10.
14, 3, and 10. And Mark.
Okay.
11, 12, 8.
11, 12, and 8. Alright.
All right, and your 2-point question, number 11, is in the category of Back to the Future. Rather easy question for you, I would hope, as we ask you, in what town does Back to the Future take place? Mark, can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Did you hear the question?
I heard the question.
I think he doesn't know it right away. Give him a space.
5, 4, 3.
Repeat the question.
Will do. That is 1 repeat. Mark, your question in the category of Back to the Future. In what town does Back to the Future take place? Ooh, Back to the Future.
Wow.
5, 4, 3, 2.
Hilldale, I can't remember it.
1.
Close.
Said Hill Dale. It is in fact Hill Valley. Hill Valley is what we were looking for.
I knew Hill was in there, and yeah.
You have 2 repeats remaining. Your second question was from category 12. For 3 points, and to draw within 5 of your opponent, Mark, your question in the category of Marvel movies. Who directed the Daredevil spin-off movie Elektra?
Oh, Mark Steven Johnson.
And your winner, by way of technical knockout, Ruben the Sandwich Slayer Colon. I believe we probably have a challenge on this one. Challenge?
Yeah.
Should we
Oh,
challenge?
yeah, I would definitely.
Yeah, Mark Steven Johnson, yes.
Yeah.
No point not challenging that. I have a different answer on my sheet here. Ladies and gentlemen, we are going to take a brief pause. We're going to double check on this one. And we are back, Face Off Fanatics, from the challenge. We've used all of our resources. We have a wonderful assistant here by the name of Google, does a great job. And we took a look into this. Unfortunately, it looks like the answer we have on our sheet, which was Rob Bowman, is in fact the correct answer. According to IMDb, we're gonna go with that one, which means once again, I get to say it. And your winner, by way of technical knockout, Ruben the Sandwich Slayer Colon. Well done, Ruben. Congratulations.
Well,
Thank you.
I mean, that was something. Mark didn't do quite well in the MCU category, or at least not as well as he hoped. Those first questions kind of sank him a little, but Ruben was there. Ruben pitched, if I am not mistaken, a perfect game, even if he didn't go to the third round. 10 questions in the first round, the bonus question, perfect round 2, and the 2-point steal. It's pretty hard to go against that, so...
Well, the Elk says it time and time again. You may not be able to be as amazing as this guy right here, but you can still be pretty amazing in your own right, as proven by, I think, both of our competitors today. That MCU category, not the worst for Mark. He did score 8 points in that round, just gave up that one steal, that one 4-point swing. Maybe if he'd gone to multiple choice, we'd be looking at a very different match right here. But Ruben Colon coming out of the gate, perfect round one, perfect round two. Not much you can do when that's what's facing you across the way.
No, not really. So, alright, so apparently we have a different person for the post-match interviews because our usual guy is doing something else, so we are going to send it to James, the cleaner, Spence.
Let's take it away to the Sanctum Sanitation.
And we are here with the winner of today's match, beating some softball like Mark Camire. We have Ruben, the Cuban, the Club Sandwich Slayer, Colon. Oh my God. How'd you enjoy your match today, Mr. Colon?
Yeah, so let's talk about that for a sec. I think it's kind of funny that you want to go ahead and bring up that was a softball match. Last I checked, Mark is 2-0, or was 2-0 until I actually took care of that. And last I checked, I believe you're 0-2, 0-3 or something like that in the Geek League, so I don't think you have any right talking about anything like that.
I am 1-1, and my victory was kicking a dog lying down in the streets begging for mercy. I think my win is a little more significant than you beating some blood-drinking cult leader. Whatever. But
whatever makes you feel better about yourself, Mr. Clean. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and focus on me because that's what we're here to talk about. Me. So obviously, this match was a long time coming. I wanted this match. I think the match went well. Obviously, perfect game speaks for itself. I don't really have to say too much about it except for I did what I said I was gonna do. I kicked his butt. I put him down. I put him out of his misery. I put the lunatic down, and that was their big guns. With him out of the way, this is an easy road for me now. Like, he was their biggest tough competitor, in my opinion.
yeah, I have to admit, you know, I could even see you beating Tony and Scribbs together in a handicap match because they need a handicap to do anything in this league worth a damn. So, I mean, yeah, just getting to that point because you already knew perfect game. Your next point, taking out the rest of the fraction, top, bottom. Who are you aiming for next?
Well, if I had my way, it would be the pretender, the poser, Eeshaan. But we all know that he's a coward. He's a wuss. He's hiding behind as many people as he could possibly hide behind before I get my hands on him. He's been doing that since I entered this league. Doesn't matter though. Like, you brought up an idea of like Scribbs and Tony inside a handicap match. I could probably take them both down at the same time. Absolutely. I truly, honestly believe that. I don't think the league would be all for that. If Snacks was still around, probably, but I definitely don't think that the league won't be for that. So I'll just take them one at a time, take my time, just beat them down, beat them to a pulp, go ahead and make Eeshaan a little scared, nervous after he sees how badly I whoop on his friends. Yeah. And then once I've intimidated him as much as I possibly can, then I will take out that poser himself.
Oh, okay, that's good to hear. All right, you're done talking. Let's throw it back to me on the other panel with the loser of today's match, Mr. Blood Drinker Camire. Back to you, my gorgeous self. Oh, thank you, me, for that glorious introduction. I am here today with the weirdest looking Charlie Manson Halloween costume I've ever seen, and a scarecrow that gained sentience. How do you guys think the match went today?
Well, it went how it went. That's how it went. Got any other brain busters, cleaner?
Well, I mean, ask your manager, because I don't think he has a brain. He's still waiting for the wizard to give him one. But in all fairness, this wasn't that bad of a match. I mean, 15 points in total can still beat quite a few people. Still had a pretty impressive round one at 7 points. You just happened to go up against someone who threw a perfect game, you know, as you do. And, you know, MCU in round two, other than that one steal, still worked out pretty good for you. Like, I wouldn't, if I were you, I wouldn't be mad at your performance.
Well, I am mad at my performance because I'm mad that I let my fraction down. I told myself, I pleaded with myself, I made an oath to never let down my fraction. Scribs, this is on me. This is not on you. This is on me. My head just, I guess it wasn't in it. I guess I assumed Mr. Ruby was going to be easy pickings. And I was proven today that that is not always the case. Maybe I should give him this ruby as a token, but you know what? No, I'm going to keep this. I'm going to keep this ruby as a reminder because I am never, ever letting this happen again.
All right, as we know, you are now the denominator in this horrible fraction. Scribs, as the numerator, do you think you will be facing Ruben next? Or are you throwing to your exponent, Tony, healed little birch tree over there? What's next?
Well, friend, I reckon I don't know what none of those words mean you just said, but what I do know is this feller here, he's no slouch. He's still my main man. He's still the maniac. A broken clock is right 2 times every day.
There you go.
Yeah, I knew I could do it. This Ruby feller, this was just the day he was right. I don't see it happening again. And our maniac over here has definitely worn him out. So I don't foresee us having any problem dealing with this rascal. As far as who he's going to be up against next, you'll just have to wait and see.
Be pretty. It's not going to be pretty.
I'm sure anything involving Tony or Scribs or Eeshaan won't be pretty, but I guess we'll see that next. Back to you on the desk, fellow Dollhouse member and fake commissioner. Peace out.
Wow, that was something of obviously Ruben confident. He hopes to continue this path because if he keeps playing like this, I don't know what the fraction is going to be able to do against him, if I am completely honest.
I mean, I have to agree with you. Normally, not a lot of praise going out from me, but when you see a man barrel through a match like Ruben did today, you just got to think, man, if he keeps playing like this, who's got a chance? Shades of some of the great players in Schmodown history, in my opinion. How about some of that Bibiani debut? How about players of that caliber? That's what Ruben looked like to me in this match today. Mark Camire and the Fraction, they are a bunch of crazy people. You know I don't get along with them, but I've got to give him a lot of props as well. Not a bad match that he played. 4 out of 5 in that second round. 1 unfortunate steal given up. And 7 out of 10 in the first round. Also a pretty good performance. But man, the truck was coming right at him today. It had his name on it. And sometimes when that happens, all you can do is stand and get stuck in the headlights.
Yeah, that was a graphic reference, but yeah, you're right. Okay, so let's...
Well,
yeah, you just...
It's been an amazing matchup today. Thank you very much, David. As always, it's been a pleasure to be here on the desk, not just for me, but of course for you fans as well who get to spend a little more time with the Elk. I'll be back to see you again real soon, but I want to take a brief moment and thank all the people who work behind the scenes here at the Movie Trivia Face-Off. I may be the hardest working man, but I'm not the only one working hard. Check those credits down below you. We've got our writers, we've got our editors, we've got our recording team, we've got everybody here working on an amazing product. If you see one of those names on the bottom of your screen, give them a shout out. That's right, they are making sure that this product and this wonderful man come your way each and every week. We got 2 amazing competitors, the Geektacular division heating up, and the fraction feud, not over for Ruben Colon. He is a slayer of some sort. Will he be a fraction slayer? We'll see as he faces off with another member of that group and continues on undefeated in the Geektacular division. What a competition, what a match. David, it's been great being here. And to all you fans out there, I'll see you next time we face off.